Yes, you can. You can make passive income in crypto. You would have made about $73 billion. They buy random crypto project. Huge, big, juicy, nice cash out all the way up to $100,000.
Wow, we're crypto millionaires.
I was so happy I doubled my money. How much money did I actually start with is a crazy story. You won't even believe me. This is how much money I started with. Being overly optimistic. Don't invest in crypto at all. I hit that milestone. I was super excited. $35,000 of my own money. Do not get married to the crypto exchange. Get married to your goal. Finally, yes, this was my goal. Grow your capital and have more money. You wasted 1 year, right? Ecstatic. I was so happy. I took a huge cash out. I made my entire monthly salary in 1 day. How much money do I need to start investing in crypto? Such a good question. How much money did I actually start with is a crazy story. You won't even believe me even if I tell you. The answer is actually right behind me, right there. I put in all my YouTube videos, but I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you the story. This is how much money I started with when I got into investing and trading. $5. And guess what? I doubled my money in a week and a half, 2 weeks or so. I was so happy that I ran out the house. I was barefoot in my house. I ran out the house. I ran down the street. My wife was like, what is he doing?
When I heard you like yelling and like running outside, I'm like, wow, we finally made it. Like, we're crypto millionaires. I was so excited. And then I waited for you to come back, all for you to say like we made $5 or $10. And I was like, okay.
Because I was so happy that I doubled my money. And I made so much money as time went on that I bought an investment property, then another investment property, another investment property. Important message, I did not grow my money from $5 all the way up to $100,000. No. I put in $5 and then once I doubled my money, I'm like, whoa, this really works. I can do it. And I think I put in $100 and $500 and another $200 and yes. And then I just kept investing and trading. Look behind me in all my video, I keep this $100 bill because this $5 bill is the largest bill you can have in Canada where I live. And then the largest bill is the $100 bill. So I keep this to remind myself, right? I started off with $5 and then I continued to grow, hit my first 6 figures, made my first 100K, right? So I keep the largest bill right there. That made my other 100K, another 100K, and so on. So you can start with as little as $5, $10, $20, right? You can dollar cost average every week. $5 every week. You can put in $10 every week. You can put in 20, 50, 100, 1,000. You can pick how much. I think the amount that you pick is subjective, and what you have to look at is how much money do you feel comfortable putting in the market and losing it. Because if you're new to crypto, the truth is you probably suck. And if you're trying to day trade, then you are probably going to lose because 9 out of 10 day traders lose. And Sun Tzu in The Art of War, he said that if you do not know yourself nor the enemy, you are subject to lose. So in the crypto market, in any type of trading, whether you're doing swing trading or day trading, investing is a lot easier. You have to buy at a price, and to make profit, you have to sell it at a price that is higher than what you bought it at, and that person has to buy it at a higher price. So unless you know how to actually trade, how to actually invest, you know the skill and you know yourself, then you probably are going to lose, because the trading market, in a way, it is a battlefield. So you have to learn yourself. You have to know, am I very aggressive? Am I very conservative? Or where do I fall in that spectrum? And the only way to know that is by taking the time to actually invest and trade. So I always recommend start with a small amount, so that you can actually learn how you are when you trade, and you can actually get a little bit of experience, because the odds are against you, but those skills that you learn will help you hone and craft your skill and be a little bit sharper and be a better investor and trader to now be able to make more money. So start with whatever you have that you feel most comfortable with. How do I start investing in crypto? That is a good question. I always thought it was magical somehow when I was in high school trying to figure out how all of this worked. Number one place I recommend as a beginner is you have to use a centralized exchange, and you have to use multiple exchanges. My rule when it comes to exchanges is, this is very important. Quote me on this one. Do not get married to the crypto exchange. Get married to your goal. Specifically why I say that, because you will reach a situation where that exchange might give you issues. We have seen very popular exchanges like FTX, especially within the last few years, go down. They literally file for bankruptcy. So if you have your money in some of these centralized exchange and you only use that one exchange, when that exchange has issues, then you might have issues withdrawing and getting access to your funds. That's why I always say, have some money in this exchange, have money in that exchange, some money in that exchange, right? Obviously, depending on how much money you have to be able to diversify. So if you're brand new to crypto, number one, go for an exchange that's centralized, because you will run into issues, because so that you can now call someone to get customer support. And if you're new, you just have to learn how the ropes work to be able to transfer funds, buying and selling. So it's just easier using centralized exchange because the fees are lower and it's easier to maneuver. But as you continue to grow your capital and have more money, then you diversify into using multiple exchanges. The exchange that you can use, I recommend, number one, Binance is the number one exchange in the world, international exchange, which is great. Another international exchange that's very popular is Kraken. I use Kraken. Binance is unfortunately banned here in Canada. I can't use it. If you are Canadian bound, then I've actually made a YouTube video talking about different exchanges for Canadians, so you can check out that video. But some of them are Newton. As a Canadian, you can also check out crypto.com. Also, I recommend those. The best way actually is by going to coinmarketcap.com, and then you can click on where it says exchanges, and it lists some of the top exchanges in the world. And you want exchanges that have been around for a long time, that a lot of people are using, so that you know it is a real exchange. It's valid, it's recognizable. A lot of people have been using it for multiple years. After you open up your crypto exchange, I would actually say buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you're brand new to crypto and you don't care how much money you make and you just want to make any amount of money, buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because they're the safest cryptocurrency out of any other cryptocurrency. You have to realize, if you take the value of Bitcoin and the value of Ethereum, it is over 70% of the entire crypto market. Think about that. It's actually over 70%. So if you just want to make some money and you don't want to lose your money, and you just want to dabble and just see how things go, because you're clearly a beginner asking how to start investing in crypto, is you want to protect your funds. So if you just want to see how it works and make money, then start with Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you want to get a little bit more spicy to potentially make more, then you can look at other altcoins like Solana. But I would say if you're brand new, stick within the top 10 cryptocurrency by market cap, just so you can start getting your foot in the game and get used to the volatility, the emotional aspect of investing and trading, so that you are able to not panic so much when prices go down a little bit, because when Bitcoin goes down a little bit, the entire crypto market goes down significantly more. So being able to handle that emotional roller coaster, govern yourself, is an essential skill to be a good investor and a trader. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my personal opinion, is a great way to just begin with that. Specifically cryptocurrency within the top 5 and within the top 10, because they are the safest. Is crypto trading better than holding long term? Well, it really depends on your goal. If you're someone who is looking for a huge cash out at the end, then you would focus on investing. If you invested in Bitcoin when it first came out, when it was 0.0000099 cents, and you invested $100 and you sold it in this crypto market's previous all-time high, you would have made about $73 billion. That's amazing profit. $73 billion. That's life-changing, right? Even less than that is life-changing. But if you were in crypto at that time and you were day trading and you were swing trading, you probably wouldn't have made the same amount of profit. You wouldn't have made billions of dollars, right? Maybe if you did, you took out your money and you were investing in other things. But even if you did, to get to $73 billion, right? That's a grind. So I would first focus on what is your goal. If your goal is to make profit right now, right away, I would say start off with swing trading. Do not start off with day trading. There was a woman who reached out to me on TikTok and she was asking for advice. Unfortunately, I didn't see her message till significantly later because I went for a period of time not really posting much on TikTok. And then when I saw her message, I reached out to her. She ended up getting into Forex and she ended up losing all her money. Someone was teaching her and someone pushed her to do day trading Forex and they lost all her money. There's a book behind me. It's called The Happiness Advantage. And one of the things it talked about is that your level of income is directly associated with the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So me, I was lucky enough when I got into trading, I actually had a friend who was very wealthy and he built all his wealth through trading, through investing. And he didn't want to teach anybody. He didn't have a course. He didn't have nothing. So I ended up paying him $35,000 of my own money. I'm like, please teach me. So then he's like, all right, I'll teach you, because I put the $35,000 to invest in his business. And I got other people to invest in his business too. So because I did that for him, I provided value for him. He decided to now spend some time to help me in my crypto, in my trading journey. So from him and another trader who was really successful, another trader, because I was surrounded by very successful investors and traders, then I did fairly well than the average person who's just relying on YouTube videos, right? So don't just simply rely on YouTube videos. If you are going into that swing trading, day trading, if you really want to fast forward your success, right? I always say it's better to pay $1,000, right? $1,000 instead of spending 1 year trying to learn something you can learn in a course so quickly. You wasted 1 year, right? Like if Warren Buffett said it, I talk about the more you learn, the more you earn, right? So if you can learn faster, then you can earn faster. I like that. I like that. You can, that's a good quote right there. Right? So learning from people that are good at it will allow you to succeed significantly faster. So if you're new, I always say avoid day trading. Start off with swing trading. And then after you're a successful swing trader, because swing trading is easier than day trading and you can also make profit very quickly. The only difference between day trading and swing trading, with swing trading, you hold that crypto asset for a minimum of 24 hours. With day trading, you're buying and selling within the same day. So you can still make profit fairly quickly doing swing trading. So if you want profit right away, start off with swing trading. If you want profit more for the long term, then you can work with investing. So it's not necessarily one is better. It's more focused on what do you want right now? What are your goals right now? If you believe Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million one day, well then hold on to Bitcoin. Accumulate as much Bitcoin as you want. Accumulate as much Ethereum. If you feel that Ethereum is going to hit that $50,000 price range one day, accumulate as much as you want. And then when that day comes, then you have a huge, big, juicy, nice cash out. That's legit life-changing. How do I make money in crypto with little risk? You do that by investing in the crypto that gives you the least amount of risk. I was going to say littlest, and I'm like, littlest doesn't make sense. With the least amount of risk, which is Bitcoin, right? And the reason why I say Bitcoin is the crypto that gives you the least amount of risk, Bitcoin and BNB actually, those two cryptos in a way you can say. But I would say Bitcoin, and so let me clarify before I get ahead of myself. If you've been in crypto, one thing you'll realize that the crypto market is clearly volatile, like Forex, stocks, there's volatility in all those. But every single cycle, Bitcoin always reaches a new all-time high. So the worst time to ever buy any crypto asset is when it is at its all-time high, because it means every single person on the planet Earth that's ever bought in that crypto asset is currently in the profit, right? So people that have bought in it a while ago, what are they going to do, right? They've 10x, they've 100x, 200x. They're going to sell. When they sell, it pushes the price down. So you're left holding it and you bought it at the highest price, meaning it pushed the price down. Now you're losing money. Lower, because more people take profit, push the price down. So the safest way would be to buy Bitcoin, because every single cycle, Bitcoin has proven it always reaches a new all-time high. Another crypto that has proven it always reaches a new all-time high is BNB as well. Now, Ethereum hasn't reached a new all-time high yet, but I do believe Ethereum is going to reach a new all-time high, because if you look at the crypto market as a whole, and I've mentioned this, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they consume over 70% of all the crypto market as a whole. So number one, if you want the lowest risk, you go with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has always proven you will get your money back since it has been created. And then second would be Ethereum, just because I would say it is the second largest cryptocurrency, but BNB has proven also it will continuously reach new all-time high every single cycle. What are the best tools and apps for crypto trading? And number one, I'd recommend TradingView because you're looking to trade, right? The question is trading. You have to use TradingView because it is the number one platform when it comes to crypto charting, right? There isn't any platform out there that has more indicators, that's known for charting, that allows you to even back test your strategy to see how good it is. So number one would have to be TradingView. They will show you other traders and investors, their technical analysis, what they see on the market. And it's always good because it gives you a different perspective. So you can be like, oh, I missed that. So TradingView obviously is amazing. Another useful tool I would say is using CoinStats, just because it allows you to track your portfolio. It allows you to manage your portfolio, see which crypto is performing well, which one isn't, areas of improvement, and it also provides some crypto news there. And then thirdly, I would have to say this one should have probably been number one, would be utilizing crypto bots. Crypto bots are an amazing tool, right? You have to have a really good strategy and you have to know how to use it right. And I love stocks because stocks was what I got into very early. I got into it first. I remember I even took a picture when at the time I made my entire monthly salary in one day. I'm like, finally, yes, this was my goal. I'm like, what was my goal where I got into stock trading and I said, I want to make my monthly salary. First, I set the goal, make my monthly salary in 1 month. So I was trading that, boom, I achieved that goal in 1 month. I matched my 9-to-5 salary. I was working for a corporate company, one of the best companies in Canada. Like, they treated you well. So it was good, but I didn't want to continue working the 9-to-5. So when I got into trading, that was my first goal. Was I wanted to make equivalent to my 9-to-5. And then once I surpassed that, I'm like, okay, now I want to make more than my 9-to-5 in 1 month. I hit that milestone. I was super excited. And then the next milestone was in 1 day, I need to make what I earned in a month. And I hit that. I was ecstatic. I was so happy. I took a picture of it. I have that picture somewhere. Maybe I can find it. I think I posted on my TikTok, made my entire yearly my monthly salary in 1 day. And I just kept raising the mark and I kept hitting it. But with stock, it's easier to pretty much not necessarily take every single opportunity, but with the stock market, just because of when it opens and when it closes are hours that you're awake, versus crypto is 24/7. So you miss opportunities. So utilizing CryptoBot allows you to not miss any opportunity because you create a great strategy. You're now able to back test that strategy. So now you know it works. So when you're sleeping, when you're on vacation, when you're out with your friends, you're with family, you're doing your thing, the CryptoBot's constantly trading for you. So you're making profit all the time. So regardless whether you're on the computer or you're not on the computer, the money is still coming in. And when I first got into crypto, that would always frustrate me because we wake up and I would see, I missed this opportunity, or I'll be going to bed and right when I'm going to bed, like, oh man, this is a really good opportunity. So now I would stay up and I'm staying up significantly later because I'm just waiting for the crypto to hit that price target so I can enter. And I'm like, should I go to bed? Should I maybe wait? The market is very volatile right now. But CryptoBot, it eliminates all that. So I think it is a great tool to definitely use if you're new to crypto. Even if you're not new and you're intermediate or you're experienced, I just think it's a really great tool if you know how to use it right. If you don't know how to use it right, you're going to regret it. But I think it is a good tool. How do I avoid losing money in crypto? That's easy. Don't invest in crypto at all. I know that's terrible advice. I'm joking. But on a serious note, if you look at crypto, if you look at Bitcoin, see that Bitcoin right behind me, since 2009, it does not matter when you bought it. And I touched on this before. Bitcoin has proven again and again and again, it will always reach new all-time high. So that is the crypto with the least amount of risk. That's the crypto to invest in. But if you're looking for a crypto that can give you exponential amount of profit in a shorter period of time, then you want to look at some of those altcoins. And the secret to minimizing your risk, minimizing losing money, is by having, number one, doing really good research before putting your funds in. Number two is buying when prices are red. So buying during extreme fear. I talked about it on one of my YouTube videos. I'm gonna pop that video up so you can see the thumbnail. You can check that out. Secondly is buying during bear markets, right? That's absolutely essential. buying during massive pullback, that also helps, and cutting your losses very quickly. So having really good risk management, meaning if you take a trade and you're down 2%, walk away. If that's your threshold, once I am down 2%, I walk away, You take another trade, I'm down 2% again, then you walk away. Now you're down 4%. But at this point, now you're very specific, right? You're very strategic. You're watching for the best setup, for the best opportunity. And once you see the opportunity, boom, you take it. And that swing opportunity gives you 10%. Great, you've made up your 4% and you've made a little bit of profit. What is the best time to buy and sell crypto? Crazy. All these questions, I have created YouTube videos about them. So the best time to buy and sell are complete opposite, right? So when it comes to, let's talk about the buying first, because you're just getting into crypto. When we're looking at the buying, the best time to buy crypto would actually be in the bear market. Now, as of today, we're currently not in the bear market, but that is the best time to buy because number one, you are buying at the cheapest price. Hence why we call it the bear market. Price of everything are going down, has gone down. So the bear market. The other time I think is a great time to buy would be when you start seeing prices are suddenly starting to move up a little bit. And the reason why is you don't want to buy hoping prices are suddenly going to start spiking up, but it's a fake out and then it continues to go down. So after you've seen a bear market and prices start to go up, that's another great opportunity to really buy. I call that crypto spring, right? After winter, we start seeing the weather start getting a little bit warmer. So crypto spring is a good time you can buy, and crypto winter. Now, if you look at selling, when is the best time to sell? You actually want to sell during summer, right? So you want to sell when you are seeing prices of everything are hitting all-time high. When you see Bitcoin hit all-time high, you start seeing Ethereum, you start seeing BNB, you start seeing Solana, some of the largest cryptos, you start seeing a lot of them hit all-time high, be very close to their all-time high. That's a really good indication to sell to. Now, you don't have to sell everything because it can continue to hit higher, but you can start taking some profit, some major profit, especially if you bought during the bear market, right? I would even say sell before it hits all-time high because you don't really know what's going to happen. I always say you never make money until you sell. So look to sell during bull market. That's when the fear and greed indicator, you can see it on coinmarketcap.com. I'll show you the fear and greed indicator. Once you start seeing it reach towards that green color and towards that greed, that's when you sell because you're typically selling at peak of greed, at the peak of bull markets. And because you bought at the cheapest, you're making the most amount of profits. Another way to know when is a really good time to sell is learning market cycles, right? If you start to understand market cycles and you start to understand the psychology of the market and how it moves, there's a good chart on the internet that shows the psychology of the market. You can literally Google that and I believe it'll come up and you can see the different volatility depending on where we are in the market. And it has been extremely accurate, which will give you a great indication of also knowing when to sell. And Bitcoin is in a way very predictable. Not that you know exactly what's going to happen, but more or less if you start looking at the cycle, there are patterns that give you a very clear idea of this is a good time to buy and this is a good time to sell. What are the biggest mistakes beginners make in crypto? Number one, it already comes to mind right now, is they don't sell. We just spoke about that. They don't sell. They invest in their crypto. And I have friends, some people I've taught, a mentor that I do mentor and teach right now, where they've seen, they're like, oh my goodness, like they're shocked with the amount of money they make and they don't sell. And I always say, once you see that amount, you're looking at it, you're like, this is insane. I cannot believe this. You have to sell. You should even sell prior to that. You have to sell. You don't make money until you sell. So you have to sell. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see beginners make. The second one is they buy random crypto projects, right? I had a woman that reached out to me and I was giving her some advice. And I said, so which crypto are you going to buy? And she said, oh, I like this crypto, Sushi. I said, oh, Sushi, why did you select that one? She's like, oh, because I like the name. I'm like, whoa, because you like the name? I remember even me when I was a beginner, I was buying crypto project because there was people on YouTube who had a really large following and they said, buy this crypto project. I didn't know, so I would just buy it right away. And that never worked out. So two huge mistakes I see beginners make are those. And then thirdly, I would say is being overly optimistic. Right? So many times I see so many beginners, they're like, oh, someone online said this, so let's just huddle, hold. It's gonna go up. I'm gonna buy this crypto project. It's just, fingers crossed, it's gonna go up. I'm gonna make money. Yeah. If this hits this high, then I'm gonna end up making all my money back. If it hits this price, then I'm good. I'll be able to buy my blah, blah, blah. Do not do that. That's one, like, do not buy and just hope things go well. Do not just buy because an influencer with millions of followers on social media said it. Do not buy and just not sell until it hits a very specific number that you are just randomly hoping for because you want to see $100,000 in your bank account and you're $1 away, right? I have seen that happen way too many times. Even me, who I begin on my journey, I'm like, oh, it just has to go up $5 more and then I make 100,000. It just has to go up $5 more. And then it goes down. I'm like, oh no, well, let me wait. And then it goes lower. And then it goes lower. Because you have to realize that when people are really advanced, they know the psychology and the mindset of new traders and new investors. And new traders and new investors typically like to buy, or even sell. They like to sell at round numbers. So you bought in that crypto project, you're like, oh, I wanted to hit $5, right? Investors, institutions, they know, okay, you're going to sell at $5. People like round numbers. So when are they going to sell? Well, when it hits $4.93, when it hits $4.96, because you're just waiting for that $5 price. So now they trade against you. That's why I always say it's good to know the psychology of trading so then you can have an upper hand. So those three things are one of the biggest mistakes, and I think if you can learn them very quickly, then you'll see a dramatic change within your crypto journey. Last question of the day. If you guys enjoy this where I answer your questions, then give this video a thumbs up so I know to do it again. And if you have questions that you want me to answer in a YouTube video, just comment your question below. The last question, this is a good question. I'm actually going to add on to this question to make it even better. So the question is, can I make passive income in crypto? Simple. Yes, you can. You can make passive income in crypto. Now, let's talk about the best way to make money, passive income in crypto. Number one, I would say easy way to make money in crypto, especially if you're new, is just staking, right? Staking. Open up a crypto exchange. Kraken allows you to stake crypto there. There is also crypto.com that allows you to stake crypto there. So open up one of the popular, one of the larger, biggest, recognizable, safe, keyword, right? You want that safe exchange, and that's where you can stake your crypto. You just go in, click, stake, boom, lock it in, and then you get paid. Some will pay you every single day. Some will pay you every single week. Some will pay you every single month. Right? And you can see exactly how much you can make. So it's great. You're making money while the crypto goes up, and you're making money just for holding the crypto. So it's two different incomes on one thing, which is amazing. Now, the best way I think to make passive income on crypto, which I talked about, is using crypto bots. Why? Because you can make money using crypto bots day trading. You can make money with crypto bots swing trading. So regardless of what level you are in your crypto journey, if you have the ability, or even from someone else, even if you booked one of my free one-on-one crypto strategy session, I like you, you like me, we're getting along, things are great. If you're part of my private community, hey, Naicke, share with me your strategy. I give you everything, right? I share it all with you. So you can take that from someone who's more experienced, and if you're still new, and implement these bots. That way you're always making money. And I talked about it prior. You're always making money no matter what, right? Obviously there is a level of risk management that goes into it, but you've back tested the strategy. You've seen how the strategy works. You have samples, so you know how good it is, right? So I think bots are an amazing way of making passive income in crypto, and I highly recommend everyone to check that out. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up. Give me all your questions in the comments.